What's up, LC head? So, yeah, it's been a few fun days, definitely. I figured let's do a power assessment on 2P. She really is off the damn chain. Like, holy cow, I've just been kind of thinking about really how much overall use and play you could really get out of this character. Because, I mean, when her counter works like that, right? You can even take her to, like, because obviously off the top of your head you're like, yeah, she's gonna be great for like PvP, any kind of thing like that. You know, she's gonna take on an enemy party and counter them back, and but for like PvE and like big boss fights, you're probably not thinking of like some kind of counter character. But really, if she can counter bosses and do something on the screen and do damage while the rest of your party is pinned to a wall, because the way it works in Last Cloudia is you can only really control one hero at a time, right? So auto ain't gonna do it for you. It ain't gonna play it like you want it to. So pretty much when you have a character like this that has a mode that they can just go into where, cool, she's passively doing damage to the enemy that's hitting us with this giant special or this giant, attack that they're doing. She's doing damage while the rest of the team is pinned to the wall. Aside from your flinch-proof character, because that's the thing. She's in a game where flinch-proof is a thing. She doesn't have any of it, but she doesn't need it because she's a counter character. So she'll passively be doing that while you are running your flinch-proof character, right, and trying to rack up your damage and your window of opportunity there. While you're doing that, you will see homegirl in the background, countering shit. So that is really cool. She's technically going to add something to those parts of the game where only your flinch-proof character can get through. She can still get through, right? She can literally assist your flinch-proof character in doing some damage with her crazy awesome counter that looks like another character's S1, right? While you are controlling the said flinch-proof character. So she still adds to the flinch-proof game in this game in, like, a DL way, right? So that's cool. I dig that. I really like that. They have done justice by her. They have made her a pretty solid point in this game. She's the girl to get, I would say. She is the character to get right now. Just the counter shenanigans are off the damn chain. On top of that, the second part of her, right? Because we can't just talk about the counter. So she is a deadly dual wielder. Now, she doesn't have, she doesn't have flinch proof, right? So that's what it's going to come down to. You're going to have to pick and choose when to use her ability kit. Aside from that, it's satisfying because she has high hit counts. She does good damage. I mean, she's hitting for 50, 60,000 with your crazy high hit count having ass on top of all the counter stuff that you're doing. Now, granted, the way her defensive ability works, it does lock her out of offense for a time being. You can curb that. You can augment how often that's going to be going off, right? I think by putting evade on her, for the 5SC, it helps you not trigger that as often because you're evading that damage. You're then not taking that attack, so that attack will not trigger her defensive ability. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If I'm wrong, somebody will correct me, I'm sure. That's what it kind of looked like in the testing that I was doing. I do recall that. So that's just awesome. So much goodness crammed into these two traits. We have the counter in one, and then this pod combat support. That is just solid, right? And physical attack damage taken minus 30%. Yeah, that's also very nice too. This girl is a straight up tank when it comes to, like, oh, the date and time has changed. This girl is a straight up tank when it has come to running the ogre level. That is just cool. I'm sure I haven't tried to run her since I've been working on her for a little bit. So let's see. Oh, we can crack into a new day together, everyone. Awesome. So I do want the arc. I finna be getting the arc. Okay, I don't give a damn how I gotta say it. We finna be getting the arc. Okay, that's gonna happen no matter goddamn what. I just want to, take the best path there I can. So I'll probably throw bonus lapis on that, free lapis or whatever, off of anything that I have left from part 2 of this. That is just my plan, folks. Right? And then, of course, we gonna have a Merry Christmas and all of that good stuff. So, definitely some candy for the channel coming. Alright. Did we get any free lapis? Yeah. It's about all we have right now. I did say, hey, we can throw whatever free lapis we got. I have no problem throwing lapis like that on a banner where I haven't cleared it, right? Especially if it's got the arc on it that I actually want. Right, but any lapsies of the paid variety, they're going to part 2 of this banner, that's for sure. That only makes sense, folks. And we will have to see what they've done with 9s. I mean, if he's anything on this level, that's pretty awesome already. So, good signs, good things to come, just not on this pull. Alright, folks. I tried to, splice some pulls in there. Let's actually see what this girl can do. She absolutely destroys the ogre. Almost called him a damn golem. The birds, the chicken heads, and remember, they do have a resistance against her element here. We got a basic attack off. Wow, her, what a weird run. There we go. Yeah, notice her health, though, doesn't really drop here. So, I mean, they cannot hurt her at all. I do have her gear on her now, so she's absolutely even that much more nar while she's countering. So, wow, that was a good counter. That was my bad. I was like, wait, what is going on here? I should have had auto off there. Sorry about that, folks. Because, like, the whole point here is, like, she literally can just stand here and do nothing. They cannot kill her. They cannot touch her. Not at this point. Right? I'll take her through the white lab for fun, too. Here, we'll just stand here. Auto is off. Start off with a nice counter that takes all the birds to half health. Right? These birds that have 50% resistance to my element. Right? The ogre has 80% resistance to my element. This is such a nice work around that. Just let counter take care of it. Right? Awesome. Like, birds get wrecked into one counter. That is sweet. So, also, I'm thinking that the lightning thing that the birds do might be one of their skill abilities. I don't know if it's actually a spell, because in one of the other vids, I was wondering if that was the case. Because I did see that their lightning spell or skill, whatever it is, it was actually triggering her, counter. Either way, very cool. Very cool. No other heroes doing this, right? The last counter hero we got, just to give you guys, like, an idea of strength and power here, right? Let's run now. I know my Iris Or is that her name? It's not Iris. It's not Iris. My bad. Who's the other collab counter girl that we got? That I just was not... Violet. Violet. Okay. Let's see how Violet does. And Violet, I've worked on a little bit. She's almost at 100 SC. She does have, like, straight counter gear on, right? She has, like, her paid gear, too. Let's see how she does. And actually, Violet here has a pretty crazy debuff, right? So we'll even use that. We'll give Iris her once a wave debuff, or once per battle debuff, which is a pretty powerful ability. Remember, 2P isn't throwing any abilities. So we're going to Treacherous Intent this fool, and then we'll let our counter game take over. Okay, so we did do a counter there. There's another one. Okay. There's another one. There's another. Hey, we are getting some counters in. Look at the bird's health right there. Right? Right? But this ain't nothing like what 2P's doing. Also, the big difference here is, like, this girl gets to counter, right? She's doing the damn thing. She's not as effective as you guys can kind of tell. She's had a pretty good run with the ogre, though. Right? What I'm saying, though, is her skill kit is not doing any damage like 2P's is. Alright, let's actually take a look at her equipment. She has the axe. She's wearing armor, right? She has the gold crown, and she has her mask. She's not dual wielding. She doesn't have the crazy hit count with her skill kit. And it just does not do damage like 2P's does. Like, they are completely different. So, like, yeah, I'm sure she could finish the boss off right now here, right? I figured it was going to take her a little bit longer. She could probably finish this boss off. There we go. Come on. Oh, nice. So she finished the boss off. The problem is these two birds right here are assholes. Now, 2P's counters are so powerful, and they reach across the screen, that the whole time, you know, she gets this done much faster, right? She pretty much kills these birds with her counter as well. These birds are going to wreak havoc on Violet. So this is where it's game over for Violet. She would have to start using her skills to try to take these birds on. So let's try doing that, see if we can do anything with that. We'll start with our S3. We'll go into it. Right? It's not bad. It's not bad damage. But it's not like her counter damage. Again, I don't think this girl really has any flinch proof either. She's got the counter thing going for her. And we did use our Treacherous Intent on the ogre, so it's not like we can get that debuff back to deal with these birds. And hey, counter characters got to be tanky. There we go. We hit him. We hit him with a. There we go. S1 spam, baby. Right. We just don't have the hit count to down these fools instantly. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Right, we're gonna run this level again. See, I'm all out of skills now. I need that counter to go off. We're gonna rerun this with 2P and see how 2P does actually using her skill kit. Like, comparing their skill, it's gonna be night and day. The hit count, the damage, it's gonna be night and day. Right, and remember, 2P out counters her. That special counter of hers really out counters. It's not just about the damage, it's about the area of effect on it. It's got reach. It's got a pretty damn cool animation. Right, so you see how long it took me to clear that with her. Right, and we started using her skills at the end against those two birds. And actually, I mean, 2P don't even have to do that. Where did that girl go? Oh, that's right. She's way up here. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with the dog at the same time. Go on, dude. Okay. So same thing, I'll just let them come to me, and I'll just deal with those 2 birds at the end there. Skill kit. Like, look already how much more per hit we're doing. Oh, they're about to start dropping out already. There's some of them dead. There's another one dead. This one's committing suicide by attacking me and the ogre. Okay, so where's the other 2 birds? Oh, they already done died. Right, so like to compare now my skill kit. Here's an S3. Don't deal. Counter alone just makes it a completely different battle, right? We don't even have to use our abilities here, our skills. Violet drained her skill kit multiple times, just to deal with those 2 birds at the end. 2P didn't even have to deal with those 2 birds. She just magically made them disappear. Yeah, it's on a whole nother level. Now, yes, I will admit, 2P, here on my account especially, is stronger, more built than Violet that we're running. But there's still, I mean, Violet's still like a 100 SC character, you know. I could build Violet all the way out. I don't think, like, yeah, there's no comparison. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Gotta love that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hit me with the shiny hammer. Yo, Doom. That is so cool. Yeah. That was dope. Wow. She countered that shit like a boss. And yeah, I dig the sprite. I'm glad we have our little combat drone floating around us. Very wicked cool character. Everybody should try to get her. She's gonna be so useful. Your guild will thank you if you're doing any of the GVG mode on this game. Your guild will thank you for pulling that hero. I promise you that. Her gear is uber powerful. Everything is super powerful about her. Get her or anything about her that you possibly can. I think that's the best advice I can give in LC right now. She's just that good. They've finally done justice by these characters for show, right? And everybody have a happy collab. Can't wait to see what part 2 brings. So that's where I think 2P's at. She is just off the freaking chain. And we have nothing else like her. So, I mean, take that as you will. Have an awesome day, everybody. I will see you on the flip side.